Tonight's coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
The first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. Young to throw it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Young. Caught by Gates, left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Peterson. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
I'm ready when you are.
Taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now here's Young. And that's complete to Gates. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, here's Barber. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of a game, but that was some statement there. That drive took them the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire first quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, here's Nix. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Nix to the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. 1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Up the middle now with Stewart. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Mozzie Smith, he's the one who got in there and made that play defensively. Now it's Nix. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the gun, Steve Young. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer John Lynch. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Well, they call a run on 3rd and a mile. Not only do they convert, but they tack on some yards at the end of it, too.
They went against what anyone would think would be a tendency, which is you're going to throw the ball on 3rd and a mile, right? But instead they decide to run the football, because sometimes what you get is the defense is playing a little bit lighter. A lot of extra defensive backs, and they're loosened up for the pass. They found some running room and really converted.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They run over center with Peterson. And he's got some space here. AP still got it. Still going. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Adrian Peterson, 40 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
Coming with that heat.
This one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing Nix. Buying time. And he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And so the